you have the surgery over the summer, and how did that go?
I had it July 30th. So that I did my basketball camp right after that, and then I came here about August 9th and was rehabbing ever since.
And I know you dealt with a little bit of swelling and stuff like that last year. We tried to address that. How has it kind of felt through the recovery process?
Yeah, it was the main reason I was out for different periods of the season last year. My knee would just swell up really bad after a game. But it's been recovering really well, like as far as like my range of motion, as far as my strength and stuff like that, and just being able to have a hard day and not have it swell back up. So it's been progressing really well.
And you're ready to go full
Oh yeah, I'm in it now. I'm in it. I feel good.
With a short offseason and then having to address the knee, do you feel it was challenging to improve this summer, and where do you feel like you got better going into training camp?
Definitely hard to improve with a shorter summer. I think it's more relaxed than anything. It's more of like a mental time. You're taking the time. For me personally, my dad passed away in May, so like for me it was more so to kind of get away from life a little bit and just kind of be able to sit with my thoughts and kind of like really like figure out my next steps, my family's next steps, how we're gonna progress and stuff like that. Not necessarily worried about this. This is gonna be whatever it's gonna be. Just kind of figuring that stuff out for me and my family.
You talked a little bit yesterday about how it was kind of easy to resign because you really felt acclimated and you gelled really quickly. How do you feel now? Like, you feel like at home in Boston? I know you were still mostly with family members. Like, where are you feeling, and you and your family, as far as being part of this community?
We talked about it yesterday at Drew's house. We're very, very comfortable. Like, very, very comfortable. And at first, when I got here, I didn't know, because it was finishing up my contract, I didn't know how it was all going to pan out for me. But, like, now, as far as, like, the city and everything, like, I feel like I know all the streets, and I know, you know what I'm saying? I know where I'm going. I know about them crazy potholes and stuff like that. Like, I'm good now. I feel like slowly but surely I'm becoming part of the city, so I love it.
And you knew at the end of the season that you were going to resign, or did you not really know going into the
Well, you have to do your due diligence, and you got to see what other teams are offering, all that stuff like that. But once you get all the offers in, if they're not comparing to where you want to be at, then you just go ahead and do what you do. I think the mindset for me coming in was to continue to get in shape, because like I said, coming off the surgery, I had to get back in shape after, get my legs strong, and that's kind of been the mentality. Not so of like, hey, I need to do X, Y, and Z on the court. Mainly just getting my body ready and trying to stay as healthy as I can to be able to play in preseason and as we go into the season. Say that last part. Oh, yeah. So it'll be probably me, Al, Luke, and Neem kind of cycling in, and Al, he's probably not playing any back-to-back. So for us, just figuring out where we can best assess. Like Neem is going to be, a great shot blocker for us when he gets into the game, and me myself, screen setting, on-ball defense, spacing out and shooting threes and stuff like that. And Luke being just savvy playmaking and stuff like that off the short roll, as well as live dunks at the rim. So me, myself, with those qualities that I mentioned earlier, but I think everybody's going to have a specific role as far as the bigs, and we should be ready to go. Very excited, very excited. This is what you hope for, is to be able to get an opportunity. So for me, it's all about being healthy. Like, you can have the opportunity, but if you're not healthy, then you know what I'm saying? So for me, I just want to make sure I'm stretching, getting in the ice bath, eating right, so that like when it's my turn to go in, I'm ready, I feel great, and I'm ready to go.
I imagine it can be difficult for a team that went through the season like you did last year. Is there a higher level of comfort just with the organization and with your teammates now that you're kind of coming in fresh here, second year?
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like when I got here, it took me a couple of weeks to kind of like, really feel comfortable with everybody, really get to know everybody and stuff like that. Where now, like, I feel really comfortable here. It started with Coach, it started with Brad, just like really welcoming me in, and then me getting to know the guys and knowing what everybody stands for. It made it easy to know, like, okay, this is the place I want to be in terms of it's a place where we grind, where we work hard, and where we keep basketball where it is, and we don't make it bigger than it needs to be.
What's the biggest area you hope to improve on in your game this year?
The biggest area I hope to improve on, ironically, is health. I don't think I had one season in my career so far playing 60 games, so I want to see if I can reach that again or more.